Amazon has finally released the last full Rings of Power trailer. You'd think that there would be massive excitement because we've always wanted a Lord of the Rings TV series that gave us our favorite characters and storylines, but unfortunately, this show is as separated as it possibly can be from the source material without losing the Lord of the Rings title, and the new trailer is getting absolutely obliterated online from fans who are worried that this show is a giant cash grab that will ruin Tolkien's work. I have a bunch of things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So this video is number 2 on trending. It's already got millions of views, lots of people who should be very excited for this series. Clearly, there are a lot of people who are watching the social media accounts of Prime Video and Lord of the Rings on Prime before it releases. It is currently sitting at 5.4 million views, and you would think that there would be hundreds of thousands of likes, there would be so many positive comments, people just being generally excited for the show, but right now, it is sitting at a measly 27,000 likes. Again, 5.4 million views here. It's at 27,000 likes and 210,000 dislikes. Now, the other trailers and the other teasers have also gotten ratioed. Look at this one. This was the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. It's at 11 million views, 83,000 likes, and 395,000 dislikes. It can't even break 100,000 likes with nearly 12 million views. That is absolutely pathetic. All of the posts that Prime Video have made about the show have been pretty pathetic and have gotten ratioed. Now, I'm not going to watch this whole entire trailer in this video, but I did want to give you just some of my general thoughts, and I won't lie, I do think some of these shots are stunning. Like when the candles are above Galadriel's head and they form this halo, that is gorgeous, but I see all the other problems with this show that overshadow those beautiful shots. As someone who knows the source material pretty well, I'm a bit confused with what they're doing with this show. A giant problem I've had is the timeline, and I have talked about this many times. This covers the whole span of the Second Age, which is thousands of years. The showrunners have admitted in one episode you'll see characters and the next you won't because of their lifespans. That is very worrying. Why not tell a certain amount of time, maybe a few hundred years in one season? They are planning 5 seasons of this, so what is the rush to cram it all together? Second of all, most of these characters are either brand new and not in the books, or they're familiar names with new backstories. Look at this character. They're messing with Galadriel and Finrod's story. Look at Finrod. He's sobbing in the trailer, and they're painting him as this war-hungry individual, saying he was hunting the enemy. He sacrificed himself to save mortals in the books. He gave his life to save Beren. Sauron imprisoned them, and Finrod killed the wolf that was sent for Beren and died in the process. And they're also turning Galadriel into this character who's thirsty for revenge, which also makes no sense. Yes, she's always been a very strong female character, and I love her for that, but they clearly decided to go in a much more in-your-face direction with this version of the character, which doesn't sit well with a lot of people. There's also all of these new characters like Bronwyn and her love interest who were created specifically for modern narrative purposes. They've got this darker-skinned elf, this single mother who's in this what has been described as a forbidden romance, which of course wasn't in the book. They've created these characters specifically for the sake of diversity, and I have no problems with seeing all types of people on screen, but does it make sense here or fit into the mythology? No. They've successfully made a stunning and brave version of Middle-earth that Tolkien never made. The showrunners have claimed they go back to the books all the time, yet most of these characters and most of the story here isn't in the books. And if we take a peek at the comments of this new official trailer, they are not positive. There are so many people memeing on this trailer, memeing on the Rings of Power, and just saying this doesn't look good. People are absolutely memeing, saying when Galadriel pulled out her lightsaber and said Wakanda forever, it sent shivers up my spine. Tolkien couldn't have written anything better. This is something that has carried on in the comment sections of all of these trailers. If we go to the San Diego Comic-Con one, people are saying things like the part where Sauron says, Frodo, I am your father, and then Frodo said he identifies as an orc, gave me chills. It is such a massive meme, but it is pretty hilarious. Some commenters are saying, what are those accents? Why are they attempting the worst Irish accents imaginable? I don't think that they sound terrible, but I also don't think that they sound amazing. Hard pass for me. Green Screen Massacre, 216,000 dislikes. This is just such a massive failure for them. These are probably people who are not going to watch this and who are not going to give this a chance. The music feels wrong. I do agree. I don't think that the music sounds great. I think that it just wasn't an awesome choice for these trailers. And as you can see, people are just being very critical of this show. A lot of people are no longer excited for it, but people happen to be very excited for another show that just released. I have talked about this in another video, but HBO Max's House of the Dragon is already besting Amazon's The Rings of Power. We should see way more hype for the Rings of Power, but there has been really no promotional material for the show. There's not a lot of advertisements. There's not a lot of posts. It's just all of these teasers and then a few interviews, which make the actors look terrible and make the show look terrible. And I mean, it's no surprise to see why people are more excited for the House of the Dragon. While yes, there are race swaps and there are minor changes to the actual story, like how the characters are slightly aged up, George R. R. Martin is happy with the show. And a lot of fans are also very happy. There's only one episode that is out right now, but it's getting really great reviews from people. I am planning on watching both of these series in their entirety so I can give you guys a full review, all of my thoughts on these shows that right now are going head to head with each other. But as you can see, people are very disappointed with the Rings of Power, the full official trailer, and it is getting absolutely ratioed. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.